concept of the Preservation Field School with the Concrete Industry Management Program at California State University, Chico began about 4 years ago with groups of students traveling to Pointe du Hoc, Normandy, France, to work on the German bunkers, doing evaluation and analysis, with the idea that bringing it closer to home and making the opportunity available to more students. Alcatraz came to mind, and here we are 4 years later, having spent 2 years now working on the island. This cooperative agreement, through the great efforts of Abby Sue Fisher, Stephen Haller, and Jason Hagan, and all the details that go into formalizing this concept, has resulted in a commitment of $35,000 a year from the National Park Service, which pays student stipends and housing needs while they're down there in the Bay Area.
The Preservation Field School is another volunteer program where people are really learning and furthering themselves, getting things done, but also conveying to the visitors all these opportunities. And it opened my eyes, and I thought, oh, how wonderful if we could tap into that and combine the concrete industry with the National Park Service and a lot of the preservation efforts that we're doing, not just here at Golden Gate National Recreation Area or on Alcatraz, but all throughout the service.
The field school is an opportunity for those students interested in repair to get the hands-on experience with not only the technical aspects, but the management aspects as well.
It's such an immense experience that you get because you're getting everything that you don't get in a book, everything that you don't see at school, the practicality, the logistics. It's very helpful for the students to get that hands-on experience.
Just to be able to kind of say, I helped build and, refurbish some of Alcatraz is just, incredible.
Some colleagues of mine from Texas A&M University brought their 3D laser scanning equipment, and we did detailed laser scans, and the students got hands-on experience with yet one more piece of equipment through that experience.
That experience that I gained from doing that with Bob, Julie, and Lonnie, that's something that not everyone would be able to do.
Our students get so much knowledge out of the summer, and it really does prepare them. If they choose to go down the route of repairs, they have a leg up over a lot of people going into the industry. Jason Hagan's been a pleasure to work with all 3 years. He's a historical architect with the Park Service that kind of oversees everything we do. If there's any major questions we have on a strategy or a technique, we're able to call him and ask for kind of an approval or even just his opinion.
And he was quizzing some of the students to see if the wheels were turning in their minds.
So we are going to be mixing. A lot of powder gets in the air, so if you guys want to take maybe 3 steps back.
We were able to bring back 2 students from the previous year. Kenneth Garcia as our foreman for the job site. Ken worked a lot with me during the off season on getting everything planned out and scheduled. And Stephen really took a shine to decorative last year, and so we were able to bring him back, and he really kind of was able to lead his own team.
I want to help all of the interns kind of get a better understanding of the repairs and what they're actually doing and why they're doing it. And it's more about what the students take out of it at the end.
In here, about a 45, and then straight in.
Luckily, we had Andrew on the team as the project manager who's been around concrete his entire life.
Yeah, it was definitely a great experience having a project manager that graduated from our program on site. He was able to put his input in, but also let us have a learning curve.
And then Tanya Comas is always networking and getting our sponsors. She's been amazing at being the director of the program at Chico. She really puts a lot of her heart and time into this field school, and it's great to have such dedicated folks behind the scenes to help this progress and keep going.
I've never really worked in the field with concrete, and now I can say I've actually had hands-on experience in the field. It's definitely a good learning experience.
I knew the project was huge for us beforehand, but after experiencing it, this amount of knowledge that you gain out of this is really second to none.
The greatest experience for me on a personal level was when the last day when I picked up the last tool and I was able to step back and see our project completed up to the time that we had, and it was a heartwarming experience because I could say to myself and to others that I played a part in restoring a national landmark that most people may never have the chance to do.
Well, it always kind of been a dream, live in the Bay Area, work in the Bay Area, and to be there for 10 weeks. The opportunity to be there for 10 weeks was perfect.
The students from the first year on Alcatraz have taken their experience and their opportunity and turned it into a career path. 3 of them are working for one of the world's largest repair contractors. 2 of them have been promoted in their jobs already. And another, Trevor, is here on the Chico State campus finishing his master's degree in a repair path as well.
The repair aspect is such an important part of my education and in my professional future. I've continued on, I'm actually getting a graduate degree in it because I see so much possibility out there for what I can do, and my interests have aligned completely with it, and I think a large part of that is because of what I've learned on Alcatraz.
If it sparks something in you and exposes you to something that strikes up a passion, all the better. And as you become a full-fledged manager or maybe a business owner, you'll remember that and you'll want to afford that same opportunity to the youth that you're bringing up.
This field school has developed into something that really has taken on a life of its own. It has become an integral part of the concrete industry management program at Chico State, and look forward to many more years of great success on the island.